Hey everyone, Daunter here. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Pokemon card YouTuber who makes videos about Pokemon card related things. Trying to hit 700 subscribers by the end of the month. We're really close, and there's only 2 days left in the month. So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching the video, I seriously recommend it because you're gonna push me over that little hump to get over to 700 subs. But let's not waste any time here. We got the Pokemon illustration rare tier list. Now, I'm sure that you guys have been watching along. I mean, if you haven't, then welcome. I'll probably make like a little playlist for this and the special illustration rare Pokemon list because it's just like would make it a little bit more cohesive. But if you weren't here for the last video, I just finished up with 151, so we're going to be moving straight onto Paradox Rift, and I'm done talking about random stuff, so let's just get straight into it. Crustal by Okubo. There is something that I do like about this card, is that there's a bunch of crystals all the way in the back here, kind of hiding away. The rock formations are pretty interesting, I would say. You have like a nice little bit of perspective here with one just kind of right here. The fact that Crystal is kind of like a square shape means you can really tell like where he is exactly in the illustration, and the way that the rocks are all like split up with these different lines and cracks and stuff is really interesting. I love the rainy aesthetic, and I like how there's a single flower here. It's really cool. I like it. I'm trying not to repeat myself too much. We already have so much stuff on this tier list, though. It's really hard to like figure out where something will go. I like it a little bit more than the Pidgey. I like it. Well, I like it enough to put it in A tier for sure. I'm gonna put it like a little bit more than the Ammonite. Yeah, like right here in A tier. Next is going to be the Dottler by Tetsu Kayama. This card is very cute. I like it. I think that the effects used in this card are really stunning. I love how like the top of the Pokemon has like this red outline. I think that's pretty cool. And I really love how the background has all these like little buildings and stuff as the sun sets. I like that hazy kind of effect that's used on the sun, and Tetsu Kayama's art style works really well with that like idea. So I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it as well. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier as well because I don't think it's really a B tier card. Maybe like right above, not right below the Charmander. Right here is fine. Next is gonna be the Toedscruel by Keiichiro Ito. This is a nice card. I like the shading, like the lighting is really nice, like the orange kind of light. It's a creative idea with the Toedscruel in this like jungle environment with the ropes made out of vines, just kind of walking along them. You have like a colony of Toedscruel. Just for concept alone, it works really well. I like it. I like how there's one like in the foreground here. I'm gonna probably put this one in A tier as well because it's very creative, and it is very effective as well. I'm gonna put it like right here, right above the Wooper. Next is going to be the Magby, my Mina Nakai. I really like this card. It's got a good vibe to it. The Pokemon is just walking through a volcano, which I think is pretty cool. I like how it's spewing fire out of its mouth. The steam effects work really well for me. The lava effects also work really well for me as well. And I like it. I like it a little bit more than I have liked these past couple of cards, so I'm going to put it like pretty high up in the A tier. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, like up here, right next to Charmander. Maybe a little bit higher, actually. I like it a little bit more. I like it a little bit more than Eevee. I like it. I don't know, it's nice. There's something I like about it. Iron Moth by Takeshi Nakamura. This has some really beautiful artwork in the background with just like the skyline and stuff. The Pokemon is just kind of flying in like this semi-futuristic environment. It's relatively interesting in terms of just like the illustration itself, but overall, I probably I like it. Like I like the card, I like the illustration itself, but like as an illustration rare, it just doesn't really do much for me. But I'll like it more than some of these other cards in C tier, so I'm going to put it like right up here. Top of C tier. Actually, I like it more than the Iron Bundle as well. Yeah, like right here in B tier. Next is going to be the Snow Runt by Narumi Sato. Very cute looking card with a very cute aesthetic as the Pokemon just kind of like rolling through the snow here, creating a little snow angel out of its own like outline body here. A little snowball being formed. It's really cute, right? There's nothing to hate about it. I think that it's got a good vibe to it, and I feel pretty similarly about it to the Larvitar that we have here, so I'm going to put it like at the top of B, or the bottom of B+ tier. Next is the Mantike by Rika. This is one of my favorite cards from the set, actually. The amount of detail in it is astounding. It's a great idea. There's like scientists, researching Mantine and Mantike, being able to see it like in the wild as like this observation kind of idea. That's a really creative idea, and I think that the perspective is incredible. Like there's so much nice detail in this card. The trainer's design is really nice as well, like all rugged and like kind of disheveled almost. Like the having this hot cup of coffee with a Starmie on it, like, what is there not to like? Staryu, sorry. But it's genuinely one of my favorite cards from the set. I think it deserves to be pretty high. It's really creative, and it's just really effective as well. I'm going to put it like at the top of A+ tier. I really like it a lot. Next is the Vanillish by Taiga Kayama. I also really like this card as well. I love how Vanillish looks in it. Like, it's very simple, but very effective. I think that, like, it's just cute overall. Trainer designs are like pretty simplistic, but it works well for this Pokemon, and like the idea of it being like at an ice cream shop, I think that really works really well in its favor, as Vanillish is literally just an ice cream cone. So it is just like a perfect idea. You could use this Pokemon as like a mascot, and I think they do, because like, yeah, look, the picture of the shop is Vanillish, and it doesn't have to tell you that. Like, it just, you know, it shows you that, you know. I like it. I'm gonna put it like pretty high up, a little bit above the Charmander. Yeah. Next is going to be the Wimpod by Oku. Now, I really like this card, but I have bias towards it because I love Oku's artwork. I like this, like, shipwreck kind of theme. I like the way we have, like, different layers as well. Like, we have the top layer here with 2 Wimpod. We have the middle layer with, like, some barrels and some Wimpods eating off. I mean, they're supposed to be, like, insects or, like, bugs, so it makes sense for them to be, like, chewing away at the wood or, like, chewing away at the, like, moss and growths and stuff. We also have a Wimpod going down here into the water, so you have like this really great like separation from the top and the bottom of the card. It's very creative too. I love the perspective. I love everything about it. Like, it's a really good looking card. I actually like it. I'm gonna put it like pretty high in A+, like mid A+ tier. It's really nice. I don't know what else to say. Next is the Veluza by Shibuzo. This is a really fantastic card because it shows the school of this Pokemon, Veluza, chasing after a Staryu. That's just a creative idea in and of itself, but the way that the Pokemon kind of like come up from the left and twist around is really great. Love this like very like thin yellow outline around the Pokemon. It works really well. Seeing like the caves in the back of like the oceanic caves and like some coral and stuff just add to that like creative kind of energy to it. It's really good. I like it a lot. Where did I just put the... I don't like it. I'm going to put it like pretty high up, like right here actually. Next is the Plusle. This goes with the Minun as well. They're both by Okucheke, and they're both very cute. They have a good concept, a good idea, executed really well as they're like celebrating a sports game on the Plusle and like angry in the Minun that they lost. So that's a very creative idea. The fact that they connect is really great. Seeing the two kids as like family is really nice. Some nice like world building, some nice effects, like some nice, pretty much everything. I don't know, like they deserve to go together. Like, I don't think one is better than the other. And they're both very creative concepts, so I'm going to put them in A+ tier, right next to each other. There you go. Next is the Blitzel by Matazo. This is a very beautiful card. Like, I think it's one of the most beautiful Pokemon cards ever printed. I really like it a lot. I own it, and I'm happy I do. I'm collecting Matazo's illustrations, so it's really nice to see that they did an illustration rare like this. It's just serene. Like, I love how the Blitzel in the back has this like faint glow around him. It's subtle. It's not like in your face about it. The trees are super nicely detailed on all the plants and flowers and stuff. It's just a beautiful environment, and I love it a lot. I'm gonna put it very high up because I have some incredible bias towards it. I mean, that's what a tier list is, though. It's all just bias. If you see my A+ tier, it's like mostly like blue. Like, it's pretty much all blue. Next is gonna be the Joltik by Atsushi Furusawa. Now, I like this card a lot more when it came out. I still like it a lot, but since there's 3 Joltik illustration rares, it's like I have to pick my favorite out of the 3, and this probably is my least favorite out of the 3. It's still really good though, like very nicely detailed. The way that the Pokemon's laying on top of Yamper is a very creative idea, so I think that eliminates it from being like pretty low up on the C tier. But I'm gonna put it in like B-ish tier, like right here. Yeah, like right there, and B tier is fine. Next is going to be a Spathra by Akiragawa. This is, I mean, even though like I love Akiragawa's illustrations and I think they're like one of the best illustrators in the Pokemon TCG, I actually didn't put a lot of their cards like super high up before, but this card I am going to put super high up. Just like the effects, like this like explosion into the distance, like this light, the way that each individual dune is so nicely detailed is incredible. The coloring, the lighting, the shading, everything. And the Pokemon's pose is even interesting. Like it doesn't have a single aspect of it where I don't think it's like phenomenal. So I am inclined to put this card like in S tier. Honestly, I really like it a lot. I don't know, it's just really unique, really special, honestly. Next is going to be Gimme Cool by Akira Komiyama. This card has some sauce. He's kind of saucy. He's kind of cool. He's got his arms crossed. He's trying to be a cool looking guy. And he's just got some coins around him. It's cute. Like, I don't know. I don't mind it at all. I think that the like little circle coins are really well done, as they're just like super thick. I think that's like very stylistic, and it connects with the Golden Ghost. So on its own, it's not like the most amazing card of all time, but it still has some nice personality. I'm inclined to put it like above the Palafin in B+ tier, maybe above the Dolive. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Next is going to be the Groudon by Nurikabe. This is a nice card. I will admit, I like the way that it showcases the Pokemon creating like lava and like rocks as it's moving. Erupting volcanoes in the background are great. The shading on the Pokemon is like dark, haunting, very scary almost, but in a good way. Like, I think that Groudon is good when it's portrayed that way. So I think that it's a good looking illustration. It has a good idea of like the mountains erupting in the background, or volcanoes or whatever. I'm gonna put it in A+, but not super high up in A+. Like, it's probably not one of my favorite cards, but it is, you know, still really incredible, obviously. Next is the Mienshao by Tairei Kitsu. I really love this card a lot. I love the way that the Pokemon is like kicking up. I love the trees in the background, these like purplish kind of trees that they got going on here. These, you know, the way that the Pokemon's standing on top of like just a tree with just these wispy, twisty branches is a fantastic idea. Waterfall in the background adds to it, and like this foggy aesthetic is just beautiful. Like, it's so good. I don't know. I'm gonna put it like pretty high up in A+ tier. I really love this card a lot. Yeah, like right here. I'm cool with that. Next is the Minior by 0313. It's very nice. I love the colors. I like how like each one has a trail behind it. I love the clouds. I think that's a really great idea. And the trees are very simple, but they're very effective. And they're meteors, like flying down from the sky. Like, what's not to like about that? It's very cute. It's very nice. I'm gonna put it like in A tier. Yeah, I like it a little bit more than the Cleffa, and a little bit more than the Charmander. Okay, that's fine. Next is the Garganacl by Kodama. This is a very cute looking card, because it's just the Pokemon and a bunch of other Pokemon all surrounded with each other. That's a very great idea, and the way that there's like an adventurer or trainer kind of like looming in the background is very cute. I don't know, I like it. I'm a big fan of this card. I think it's got a lot of personality for a Garganacl illustration, and the way that the Pokemon is like has this warm glow around it just adds to that. I think it's nice. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I like it a little bit more than where to put the Nacli. I put it in A tier. I'm gonna put it a little bit higher than that. Like up here? Yeah, like right there in A tier. That's fine. Next is Slitherwing by Takeshi Nakamura. This card is very similar to the Iron Moth, so I'm probably gonna put it very similarly because they're both drawn by the same artist, I believe. Very similar environment, except you see like some ancient jungle trees. I don't know. It's all right. I'm gonna put it like right next to the other card, the Iron Moth. I'm a little bit lower though. Yeah, the bottom of B tier. Next is gonna be Garbodor by Shinya Komatsu. This card has a lot to like about it. I like pretty much everything about it. I love how it's like in a dump. I think that's a great idea. Executed perfectly, like all the different ideas of just like, not ideas, but just like all the different like materials and like items and stuff that have been thrown away. Obviously very like roughed up. The Pokemon sitting on top of the garbage heap. It's a creative idea, honestly it is. And it's executed like really well. I'm gonna put it in A+ tier because I actually really like this card. A little bit less than this, a little bit less than this. I like it like right this much. Next is the Yveltal by Masako Tomi. Masako Tomi is a fantastic illustrator, and this card is incredible. Like, I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous, symmetrical almost. The color wispy explosions kind of in the background coming to the foreground is fantastic. The flowers are incredibly detailed. The clouds are greatly detailed as well. It's one of my favorite cards ever made, so I can't put it anywhere lower than S tier, honestly. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. I can't put it super low. Put it right here in S tier. Right next to the team, actually right above the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. I like it a little bit more. It's just a beautiful illustration, honestly. Next is Morpeko by Yu Nishida. This does have a lot of really cool aspects about it, like all the different candies are all like colored differently and shaped differently, and they all have different themes. Like, there's a Voltorb one, there's a Greedent one, there's a Pikachu one, there's a little, I don't know, there's a bunch of different ones. So it's cute, and it's nice to see Morpeko in its angry form. I think that adds some personality to it. So it obviously avoids my B plus tier, and it avoids like a good amount of my A tier, just like up to here. I think like yeah, right there, like the bottom of A tier is totally fair. Next is going to be the Brute Bonnet by Tomokazu Kamiya. Out of their illustration rares, where did I put the other one? So I put the Slowpoke in A plus tier, right? Or that's not Slowpoke, that's Drowsy. Yeah, I put that in A plus. I put these two in A. Out of the four, this is probably my least favorite. It's not bad. It's just like there's almost a little bit too much going on in it for me. I know that it's got that abstract Tomokazu style, and I like all the plants and stuff, but I'm just inclined to put it a little bit lower than the other ones. But you know that still doesn't mean it's a bad card or anything. I'm putting it in A tier still, just like probably a little bit lower on the A tier list. You know, a bit lower than the Caterpie, a little bit lower than the Morpeko. Actually, like a little bit higher than the Morpeko. Yeah, like right there in A tier. Next is going to be the Steelix by Nishimono. It's a very, very awesome card. I really love how like the environment is around the Pokemon. Like I love this construction site aesthetic. I like how small the trainers are to really give you a sense of scale. You know how you have Timber, Girder, and this ginormous Steelix that measures the entire base of the construction site. Incredibly creative idea, an incredible illustration. It's just fantastic overall. I don't know. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm gonna put it like very high in A plus tier. It's very, very good. Man, I have a lot of cards in A plus tier. I'm gonna have to start moving some cards down like after I'm done with this list. But yeah, I might need like an A minus tier or like a, I don't know. Like I'm gonna need to split up this tier list a little bit more because a lot of stuff is in A plus tier. But there's just so many good illustration rares. It's hard to say like so many of them are bad. Ferrothorn by Karuta So. This card is okay. I like the kind of idea of the Pokemon like in this greenhouse. I think that's not a bad idea. It's cute. Like I like the way that the Pokemon's looking at the camera, not at the camera, but just like looking out in the distance. That's pretty cute. I'm gonna put it in like B tier though. I'm not like it's probably not one of my favorites. A little bit higher than the Nidoking, higher than the not higher than Tangela. Next is the Aegislash by Takumi Wada. Just a beautiful illustration all over the place. Like Takumi Wada has a really, really great style. Executed, this card is perfect. I love the bricks. I love how they are individually detailed. I think that's so fantastic. The Pokemon looks really cool. I'm a big fan. But I would say out of all the illustration rares in the Scarlet and Violet era, it's probably not going to be ranking like super, super high up. I'm going to put it in like B plus tier. I'm fine with that. Next is the Apom by Yukamori. Yukamori's style is either like you love it or hate it. Personally, I don't hate it at all. Like I think Yukamori has a really fantastic style, deserves to be a Pokemon TCG artist, but it's just not one of my favorite cards. Personally, it's all right. Like I said, I have nothing against Yukamori. It's just like I don't know. I just put it a little bit lower, personally. Next is the Loudred by NC Empire. Fantastic colors, very explosive, a lot of like energy coming off the Pokemon. I love this dark shading that's used on like its underbelly and like its leg. I love the, all these crazy effects. It reminds me of like the Shinji Kanda Magneton a little bit, but just a little bit more poppy, a little bit more like clear to see what's going on. And it's got like this kind of like painting aesthetic, like this aggressively painting aesthetic. I'm gonna put it in like B plus tier, like right next to the Magneton. I think the Magneton's a little bit better than it. Next is going to be the Swablu by Jiro Susumu. A very cute looking card. The Pokemon is just looking at the camera and it's got like a pack of Wingles all around its, sunset. But on its own, like, I know it connects into the Altaria, but like on its own, it's probably not like one of the best ones. I mean, I would put it a little bit higher than these, a little bit higher than that, a little bit higher than that. Yeah, like it's still not bad. I put it in B tier, but it's just not like personally one of my favorites of all time. Yeah, like right here. Next is going to be the Porygon Z by Ghost-san. This card is really, really cool. Love like the gaming kind of aesthetic of like a Twitch streamer or a streamer or something, but with a Porygon Z, I think that's a great idea. I don't know. I love like the RGB keyboard. Love the RGB mouse. I love the Pokemon. I like how there's like these little collectibles, like an Ultra Ball, a Porygon 2, Porygon Z. Like that's a great idea. So many just great ideas in this card, like a neon Pikachu sign, a guitar, and like a microphone with a pop filter, and like it's so nicely detailed, and the execution of the idea is flawless. Like there's just nothing like bad I can say about it. It's just a beautifully executed, creative, incredible illustration. Next is going to be Cyclizar by Mina Nakai. It's got a lot of personality, I will say that. I love how each Cyclozar kind of has a different vibe to it. One of them is obviously owned by a biker here. One of them is like maybe a florist. One of them is like an adventurer. One of them is like, I don't know, just like some sort of other biker. They even have like a little dog food bowl for the Cyclozar. The other three are talking to each other, and then one of them is just sleeping. They're all in their own little parking spaces. That's a great idea. I actually really like this card. I think I've put it pretty low before. But I would actually change my opinion on it. I think it's really creative, really, really poppy, really energetic. And it's just a good vibe. I'm going to put it up there. Next is the Iron Juglius by Ghidorah. Incredible colors. Like, just for an illustration on its own, it's just got some beautiful colors. Like, I don't know. It's a really, really aesthetically pleasing illustration. I like it for that. I think that the neon colors of Iron Juglius, like, really, really go well against that black sky in the background. And it's got kind of like an ancient... like a future retro kind of theme with like the diner and like the bend in the road. Is like really, really cool. Just a creative idea. I think it goes a little bit higher than like some of those other ones that we were talking about. I'm gonna put it like, does it deserve to be in B tier? No, it deserves to be in like B plus tier, I think. I like it. I'm gonna put it in like right here, right above the Tinkatink. I'm okay with that. Next is those shiny Wug Trio. We're moving on to Paldean Fates. There's only 3 of them though. Wug Trio by Tetsu Kayama. They got a good sense of style. All the Wug Trios have like a little bit of different personality, which is kind of nice. Some grass, you know, seagrass. It's not one of my favorites personally, even though the Pokemon is shiny. Like, that's kind of cool, I guess, but I would just put it like a little bit lower, like maybe C tier. Next is going to be the Palafin by Akagi. This is a banger. This is a really, really good looking card. I love how Palafin is like looking at the camera with this aggressive, like psychotic, frenzied expression. That's just how its eyes are designed, but like it works really well for that. It's just standing alone on this rock. You know, it's got like the bubbles flying from left to right. The entire herd of little Palafins or Finizens, whatever, flying behind it. The Pokemon just looks cool. He just looks mean. Like, I don't know. He looks so cool. Just aesthetically super pleasing. It really reminds me of like this card in terms of just like, it's just an aesthetically incredible card of just like a Pokemon just doing Pokemon things. So I do like the Poliwhirl a little bit more. I'm going to put it like right above the Mienshao. Actually, I like the Mienshao a little bit more. But it's going to be right there in A+ tier. Next is the Palmy by Rend. Very aesthetically beautiful card of just like the Pokemon waking up from a sleep. And the other Palmy around it are all still like happily sleeping. So that's not a bad idea at all. Executed beautifully, obviously, and Ren's got that really hyper detailed, incredible art style. I don't think it deserves to be in B tier, but I do think it could fare off pretty well in B+ tier, like right here at the top almost. Next is the Shiftry. We're moving on to Temporal Forces by Sei Nanahara. Very, very incredible illustrator. Very, very much so loving this like golden kind of hue, this golden black kind of aesthetic. I don't know, like, I love the aesthetic. I love the illustration of Shiftry. It looks so mean. Like, the hair is aggressive, spiky, pointy, everything. All good illustrator, you know, descriptors. And I love how the Seedots are kind of flying around him. That's an incredible idea. I don't know. It's perfect. It's perfect. Like, it really is. I don't know. It deserves to be pretty high up. We're getting a lot of really good cards in the sets. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's really good. Like, a little bit, maybe below these. Right above the Farigiraf. Yeah, I'm cool with that. It's a really great illustration. Next is the Grotle by Oswaldo Cato. This has got a lot of personality in it as well. You got a Marill riding on top of the Pokemon, right? Marill riding and behind in the grass, and then you have like a Starly flying above. You know, they're setting out on an adventure. That's a great idea. Like, I think that's a fantastic idea, and it's executed well. Oswaldo Cato has that like nice simplistic style to really make it work. Man, where do I put this though? I'm gonna put it like maybe in A tier. A little bit higher, and a little bit like mid bottom A tier. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm gonna put it like right here, like bottom of A tier. Deerling and Sawsbuck by Susumu Mea. These deserve to be right next to each other. I think these are fantastic illustrations. I love like this blocky aesthetic that they use for the background, and the Pokemon is like nicely like rounded. It looks very proportionally accurate, but the background is like this abstract kind of like blocky aesthetic to kind of like really chunk out those different what's it called, environments or just seasons. So you have some yellow, blue, pink, and then pink on the next card, green, and then orange, orangish reddish. Fantastic idea. Like, it's really respected, and it's really, really well done. You even have the leaves in like the foreground at the bottom. These are easily A+ tier cards. Oh man, where do I put them now? Yeah, like all the way up here at the top of A+ tier. The fact that they connect is incredible, and they don't need a special illustration rare to connect. They're just 2 illustration rares that connect, which is great. Next is the Litten Makaratami. This is a really, really great looking card. I love how there's a Litten behind the books, a Litten sleeping. You have a little Litten doll, or plush or whatever, an Incineroar doll, a Meowth, a little pram of Wishy-Washy. You have a shiny Litten on a magazine. You have a Zeraora. You know, you have a Meowstick. I don't know. There's so many great details in this card. Even a little Toad School here. I love the fisheye perspective. I think that works so well. And it's just like a singular shelf, but like it's so good. Like it just works so well. I don't know, man. This is another A+ tier card. Like it's just these are really good. The ones we're getting right now are just fantastic so far. I'm gonna put it like right up here. Yeah. Next is gonna be the Snom by InDesign Inc. This is okay. I'm not a huge fan of when they do 3D illustrators to commission cards, because they're not like, they are illustrators. I'm not gonna say that they're not, because that would be taking away from them. But just like, it's just a different vibe for sure. If you like it, you like it. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I would say it's probably like one of my, it's gonna be the D tier card for today's video, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't really like it more than this. I like it a little bit more than the Petron, unfortunately. I think it's like right there. Man, that sucks. Charjabug by Mina Nakai. This card has got a lot of personality. It's got a glowing sense of energy. I love this little lantern. I love the people talking to each other underneath like a tent or something. It's got like a perfect like energy kind of vibe, which works well because this Charjabug is an electric Pokemon. I think that works totally well. He's a battery, dude. He's like powering up all their electronics around them, I believe. I'm just guessing. But that's a cute idea, and it works well. That means it's grounds for A tier. Yeah, like right here. That's cool with me. Next is going to be the Bronzor by Soso. This is a very, very awesome card. This might be like super, super high up actually, because I love this card so much. I love how the Pokemon's looking into a mirror of itself. Has like an antique. That's awesome. I love the chests. I love like all the different, trinkets and stuff in this person's house. It's clearly a museum. And that's a great idea for a Pokemon like Bronzor, kind of like this. I feel like you usually see them around like ruins and stuff, so I think that kind of vibe, I feel like antiques and like museums are kind of fitting into that like abandoned kind of city kind of vibe, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm just yapping or whatever. I love this card so much though. I'm gonna put it in S tier. I know that's crazy. That probably sounds crazy, but I love it. It's great. It's a perfect card. Next is gonna be Reuniclus. I love this card as well. It's good. Like, I don't know. I like how the Pokemon is just kind of chilling on the water, floating above. I love the sunlight coming down. It's good. I was just saying that I love it, but I'm gonna put it like at the top of C tier. It's good though. Don't get me wrong. Next is gonna be Cutie Fly by Rend. This is a very, very beautiful card. Where did I put the Palmy? I put it at the top of what? They're like, where did I put it? Palmy is right here at the top of B+ tier. So this guy's going to be a little bit higher than the Palmy. I like it a little bit more. It's got the water spouting out. It's got the Pokemon flying around. A little Picky Peck in the back. He looks so huge because Cutie Fly is so tiny. And just like the crazy like water fountain being enormous. This card deserves to be pretty high though, I think. Like a little bit higher than that. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, actually like it a little bit more than a Tyranitar, which is weird, but it's true. Yeah, right there. Next is the Relicanth by Mitsuhiro Rita. This is a very, very cool looking ancient vibey card, as you have like the fossils who are alive, like the Tirtugas and the Anorith and the Creedillies and the Leaps you can even see on the bottom there. Great idea. I love when Mitsuhiro Rita draws like water cards. I think they're always so great, like underwater illustrations. It's simple, it's effective. I'm gonna put it like, shoot, where do I put it? B+ tier? Yeah, I like it a little bit more than this though. I just like all the different fossil Pokemon that are, represented in this card. Right there. That's fine. Next is Excadrill by Saboteri. I love this like idea of like the Pokemon just looking out into the distance at its like friends here, mining operation friends. That's great. I love one that's coming up from the roof here. There's one that's laying on top of its trainer. There's one just like looking at the food. There's even a little Snorlax can, like Snorlax branded can. That's fantastic. And the guy is feeding the Excadrill a little treat and he's smiling. It's great. It's great. It's great. A+ tier for sure. But where an A+ tier? right here. That's fine. Next is the Mudsdale by Minami Namitake. It's got personality. It's cute. There's a Mudsdale carrying the, hay bales here, and there's Mudsdale and Mudbreak kicking hay bales onto the cart. That's cute. I don't know. I would probably put it in like, I don't know. I would probably put it in like B tier. That's fine with me. Next is the Arbok by Okubo. This is a beautiful, beautiful illustration. I love the diagonal aspect of it. I love the Pokemon's like expression as it's about to just dominate this Toucanon. These two Pokemon being like the only real shots of color in the card are just like, that's a great idea. I like it. I love it. I actually really like this card a lot. I'm gonna put it in A+ tier, but where in A+ tier? Near the top. Dare I say near the top of A+ tier? I think I dare. Next is the Ghastly by Mosho. This card is great. I love it. How many times am I going to say this card is great? I love it? I don't know. Probably a lot more where that came from, because there's a lot of great looking cards in the Pokemon TCG. I love how there's a family of Gengar, Haunter, Ghastlies walking around. There's a Meowth in the bottom here who's like frightened. They're like, doing their like nightly rain or nightly run or whatever. I love this yellow color, this kind of highlighter yellow that's used on the card. I think that's a fantastic idea. I don't know, man. It's great. Put it like very high up. A+. Yeah, A+ tier. I'm cool with that. Next is the Metagross by Katsunori Sato. I like it. I love it, actually. I love how the, whatever this is, the vehicle here has like the reflection of the sun in the background, or just in the glass. I think that's great. The way that the Pokemon are like shoveling snow is a creative idea as well. I love this like sunset aesthetic that Katsunori Sato has for a lot of their cards. I don't know. It's really, really good as well. Man, there's so many cards in A+ tier. I feel so bad because, like, I don't know. This is not really an interesting tier list because I'm just putting everything so high. But, there's a lot of really, really good illustration rares in this era. Honestly, there are. Meltan by Masa. This is one of my favorite cards, like, ever printed, because I love the idea of these Pokemon getting joy out of jumping into sparks coming off of a buzzsaw. Like, that's so great. Such a great idea, and they're in like a workshop. I don't know, perfect environment, like perfect expression of the Pokemon. I love how they're all like lining up to get their fill. And you have like the welder here. Obviously, you can see their kind of outline. This is an incredible card. Like, it's S tier for me. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care if anybody doesn't like this card, but it's just genuinely one of my favorite cards ever printed. Like, I don't know. There's just, it's so creative. It's so expressive for a Pokemon that's like so uninteresting, like Meltan. It's perfect. Like, it really is the perfect card for this Pokemon. Next is Lickitung by Orca. This card is okay. I don't know. There's something about this card that kind of irks me in a weird way. Like, I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. But I just feel like I don't really have a lot to say about it. And I don't know. Like, that might just be me. But I don't know. I'm going to put it in C tier, unfortunately. No, I'm going to put it at the top of D tier. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Next is going to be the Chatot by Scav. Now, most people probably know that the Pokemon spell out the little chirp that it does, the cry that it has, which is really cool on the lines, which is a creative idea for a music-based Pokemon. But besides that, what do we have here? We have the Pokemon sitting on power lines here, which is a pretty cute idea, connecting to the different buildings, hanging up clothes. That's a creative idea for sure. And they're in some sort of like, symphonic town. That's really, really cool. It's alright. I'm gonna put it in like B tier. Yeah, it's got personality, but I'm gonna put it in B tier. That's fine. Next is the Minccino by Shibuzo. This card is like the destructive, like destroyed house, and Minccino is like trying to fix it, but it's all out of order and in ruin, And the Minccino card, everything is all fixed up and nice and pretty. There's a little Skitty and a little Meryl and Mr. Mime hiding in the back. This card is really, really nice, though. I love both of them, and I would probably put both of them like in the same tier. Now, after saying that I love them, I'm gonna probably put them in B tier, but that doesn't mean I dislike them at all. They can sit like pretty high, like relatively high up in B tier. Yeah, that's fine. Next is gonna be the Drampa. This is the final card from Temporal Forces, but it's it's actually really nice. I love Mikayu's style a lot. It's very, very just interesting to look at. The way that you have like this whole town at the bottom here in 2D, you have little Butterfree flying along. You had the Drampuff carrying these children, you know, wherever. It's great. Like, it's a great idea, and it's a great like execution of that idea. I don't know. I like it a lot, but I'm gonna put it in like A tier probably. Right here. That's fine. And yeah, that's it for today's video. We talked about 3 different sets: Temporal Forces, Paldean Fates, and what's it called? Paradox Rift. So we got through quite a few cards here. But yeah, that's the end of episode 3, I guess, of ranking every single illustration rare. In the next video, we'll be talking about definitely Twilight Masquerade for sure, probably Shrouded Fable, and maybe even Stellar Crown. So that's what we're looking at for tomorrow's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so I can try to hit 700 subscribers by the end of the month. I think we could really do it, honestly. Like, we're 4 subscribers away. I think we could totally do it. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, have a great day. Have a great day. Bye.